Happy VA Wednesday. Today we're going to be talking about how long does it take to get a VA loan. There's a lot of confusion about this, so I thought it would be a great opportunity to clear it up. Guys, it's not long. It's really not long. It's not longer than any other type of loan. Any lender that's telling you VA takes longer, we're all going to do this together. Bye. Seriously, okay? That's one of the myths with VA that we've seen prevail for the last 20 years. Maybe in the 80s, VA took longer. That would make sense, right? There is more paperwork to fill out. However, with technology, it doesn't take longer at all. It's click. Like, we've got bots pulling your certificate of eligibility. The VA administration has most of their stuff online now. Like, technology has really changed the way VA does loans. So it's really important for you guys to know, like, if anyone ever says to me, Jen, how quickly can you close my VA loan? And so that time frame starts once you're in contract with the seller, meaning that you wrote an offer and the seller accepted it, to when you get the keys in your hand. How long does that take? I always say 30 days or less. Okay, so let's talk about why it would even take 30 days and what the or less means. Now, first of all, if you're new to this channel, it's important to note that I like to fully underwrite all of my pre-approvals. The reason I do that is because it makes my buyers stronger, it makes them more educated, and those two things make them more empowered. It's a good thing. Now, I already have people fully underwritten, so why can't I just close in a day, right? That's a great question. So it's because there's other things involved. I know, if it was just me underwriting the loan, we would literally close in a day. Legally, you can't close in less than 10 days. Trust me, I tried, because of the compliance with disclosures and initial closing disclosures and appraisal. Like, there's stuff going on, right? So here's the key things to getting a VA loan closed that can make it so it does take that 30 days. Number one, the appraisal. So I always order the appraisal day one. It depends on where you are in the country. There's sometimes where literally we will order the appraisal on a Thursday and we get it back on Friday. That is very rare, but it does happen. In general, VA appraisers have up to 10 business days from when they accept that order to get it back. Okay, so if your offer gets accepted on a Friday, I'm taking into consideration those weekends. Now, once that appraisal comes back to us, we have to have the underwriter review it, and the underwriter has to issue what's known as a notice of value. Now, for us, that's about 24 hours. I can do same day if I need to, but it's about 24 hours. Different companies have different time frames. If you're working with a company where they have one VA underwriter, right, or speed is not their thing, it could take them a week to do the notice of value. That's very important. So as a veteran buyer, one of the first questions you need to ask is, hey, how quickly can you guys close a VA loan? Now, if someone says 15 days, no problem, I don't know, I wouldn't bank on that. Here's why. Like, look, with the appraisal, with the way the calendar falls, you may not get it back in time. You might, and the lender may go, well, I've been getting my appraisals really quick. Cool. But here's the thing, if you don't get it really quick, you can't even complain to VA until that time window has passed. So that's the first thing. The second thing is we need title work. So whenever you're buying a house, there's another company involved. We don't control them. We don't pick them out. They're called title. It's their job to make sure the seller can legally sell you the house, to make sure there's no issues with the title, there's no liens, check on taxes. There's a lot of stuff that title companies have to do. We can't control them. Okay, I would love to, but we can't control them. Now look, a good title company is going to get stuff like that, right? But once again, it depends on where you are in the country. Even a great title company in New York is going to be way longer than this. It could be 20 days before you get the title work. So that's another factor. And look, that's conventional in FHA deals as well. Title is involved. That's another piece of the puzzle that the lender needs in order to fully approve and close your loan. Third thing, and this isn't all states, but let's be real, it's most of them, okay? Termite report. Okay, most states, most counties for a VA mortgage require a clear termite report. Now, look, if your agent is on the ball or the seller's on the ball, who's ever paying for the termite, and they get it ordered and back within the first week, hell yeah, great, let's go. If we've got a fast appraiser and title, we can close way sooner than 30. You know, we do close stuff in 15 days, 12 days, 20 days, but it does depend on those factors. Now, what we'll see sometimes is we'll see, well, they don't want to do the termite until the appraisal comes back. Okay, well, if we're going to wait for that and then you're going to get the termite guy, like when is the termite person available? That's a big thing. There are parts of the country where literally termite inspectors are booked out like 30 days. So it's important to note that it's not just how quick the lender can close, but it is these other factors. However, right? Because now you're like, well, so I guess if they say 45 days, it could be fair. No. Guys, it needs to be, look, 30 days or less. Here are the factors that come into play. If the lender says, well, VA takes longer, that's how they talk. I don't know why. You're gonna need 45 days. There's a lot of paperwork. No, it's not. It's not. Then you just have a slow lender. And there are lenders that do a lot of VA business, and they've just set the consumer mentality that VA is gonna take 45 days, and it's madness, and it's wrong. And it's one of the reasons, 2020, 2021, we did so much listing agent education. They've been burnt by these companies that were taking their sweet time and they were giving VA a bad name. And that's the last thing you need, I need, any of us need. We need people to understand that VA is a magical, amazing loan. Because it is, right? But if the lender that you're working with is starting off the ball as, oh, it takes so long, run. They're not hard. I mean, look, seriously, we fully underwrite everyone before they're in contract. That doesn't take 45 days. It takes a couple days. Right? So this whole myth that VA takes longer is not accurate. However, we do need the appraisal back. We do need the termite back. We do need title work. Those are the three things that we need. And look, if it's my team, we're going to be on top of it from day one. That's not how everyone works. There's companies, and you may want to ask this too. When do you order the appraisal? I'm in contract. At what point do you order the appraisal? Do you order it day one? And they may say, well, we'll only order it once you give us signed disclosures and a credit card. Okay, so that might push you out 3 days before they order it. Or they may go, well, do your inspections first, then we'll order it. They're just pushing the timeline further and further away. And I do have a video about why I always order the appraisal day one. But, the bottom line is this. If you're like, well, I want to do my inspections first. Cool, you're going to have a longer timeline. Also, just as the inspections could blow up the purchase, so could the appraisal. So it's generally better if you want the house to dive in at once, get all the puzzle pieces, make sure you're comfortable. But it's always frustrating when we have a client where they're like, oh, I just want to wait till the inspections are back, and we're getting closer and closer to when you're supposed to close and when your money's on the line. And then they're like, okay, you can finally order it. And we're like, we told you we should order it 4 times over the last 2 weeks. And then the next day they're like, why isn't it back? And you're like, dude, we told you that you can't get it back this quick. Like, you need to order it earlier. And then it's like this horrible, stressful nightmare of like the agents and everyone being like, why isn't it back? Why isn't it back? And it's like, because you guys told us not to order it, and you guys are the bosses. You, the client, are the boss. Now look, when you're making terrible decisions, I will call you and be like, dude, no. But look, there's people who override me, and that's fine. It's your choice. It's your right. But then, when you're getting close to closing and that appraisal's not back, it's not on me. I told you to order it 3 times. So I hope this video has been helpful. The overall of it is, look, VA, you can easily close in 30 days or less. The only time it would ever take longer, guys, is if you're buying a house with like a well and a septic and the well guy can't come out for 30 days. That's the only time I can even imagine it would take longer. Or if you are in a state where you need a termite report and the termite's not clean and the seller has to do some repairs. It could take the seller a couple weeks, a couple months, whatever. That could delay it. But as a lender, can I close a VA loan in under 30 days, all day, every single day, as quick as you guys need it? So as always, thank you for watching. I am licensed in 48 states. That's right. I want to do your loan. It's why I have over 300 videos. I also want you to be educated, but we are here to help you. We fully underwrite every pre-approval, and we can move real fast on VA. Thanks for watching.